back for another quarter hunt. $2,000 quarter bags, or equivalent of 4 boxes. Let's get in there. Welcome back to Silver and the Big Sky. The shade is closed because it is already dark out. We had actually finished up another hunt just a few minutes ago, and we've got a bunch of frickin' quarters sitting here. We haven't been able to keep up. There's 2 more bags sitting over there. So we're gonna do this hunt. These were both, you've heard me mention in our other videos. We've got the one branch, one bank that I get these from. The one branch, we seem to get more silver. The other branch, we seem to get more S and Ws. These are both from the same branch that we get more S and W. So hoping, of course, for some silver still, but really hoping to have a really good S and W hunt. But of course, we'll bring you in for any and all finds, anything cool. A little numbers update on the year. We've done 28 of these bags now, still averaging well over a W per bag, almost, a little over a silver every other bag, and well over an S per bag. So 3 to 4 finds per bag on average, just 7 proof on the year. Those proofs are hard, but yeah, let's get after it. I'm excited. We're excited. First handful in. That's all I've gone through. That's the quarter I just came to. Look at that. San Francisco Mint. That's a non-proof version. So the proof, you'll have a little frosty look on the head there, and then a mirror-like finish in the field. And flip that thing over to, what do we got? A Theodore Roosevelt. I know for a fact we do have that one, but I'll take it all day. These S-Mints are typically right around a $5 a quarter. 2016, nice. And you would get that frosty look there on the back too, on the proof, but a non-proof, not intended for circulation S-Mint or San Francisco Mint. We will frickin' take that. On the board already. Let's frickin' go. Almost halfway through the bag after that fast start. Got a little slow, but look at that. Every time I see it, just love it. Look at that. B75 Perfect Mark. West Point Mint. That's going to be a 2020. Oh, we need that Tallgrass Prairie. Come on, Tallgrass Prairie. Ooh, we got the Marsh Billings Rockefeller. Hey, take it. Those W's are a $20 quarter all day. While I've got you, I just figured since this Tallgrass Prairie is this last one remaining, if I find these end facing like this, I'm just going to keep them and flip them when I come live. So let's do it. What do we got? We got a Denver. Every time I find a 2020 quarter that doesn't look perfect, I kind of hope it's not a W, but hey, we don't have one of these at all. It's the last one that we're missing for the collection. We got another Denver. And we've got another Denver. 3 for 3 Denvers. And we've added a few die chips. The cross one. That one's got a pretty nice, sizable die chip there on the left side. And this other one's just got another one of those small ones at the bottom. And we've added another Drooling George. Poor George. Look at him. The die deteriorated there. Typically find these on the back of this one. I think is that the Maya Angelou? Yeah, it is. So yeah, something to look for there. All right, we're on the board with a W. Very end of that same handful, so still not quite halfway through the bag. Bag 1. Look at that. That one's got a little gunk on it, but that's another V75 West Point Mint. So it's going to be another 2020. Can we do it? One time, show me Tallgrass Prairie. Dang it. Soul River Bay, our most common of the W mints in the 2020. That one's just a little dirty. It looks like it's actually a very nice quarter underneath that little grime there. Really nice shiny in the back. Heck yeah. Second W on the board. Let's go. We are approximately 3/4 of the way through the bag. I've been shocked that we haven't found any more San Francisco mints after being started with one of those and then 2 W's. But look at that. It's another freaking W. This one does not have that V75 privy mark. So that's going to be a 2019. The 2019, there is one version, the Lowell, that we only have one of. So that's what I'm going to be rooting for this one. Come on, Lowell. Okay. San Antonio Missions. That's a really cool design there. Nice quarter there, 2019. Another W. That is 3 on the board. Our first 19 with 2 2020s. Heck yeah. Well, that's the end of bag 1. What a good bag it was. Little side find update. But first, I saved 2 more of these for you guys that I had found reverse facing. Found a few others. We don't find very many of these, but come on. One time. Philadelphia. Hey, at least this is better than the Denvers we found earlier. Both Philadelphias. All right. We'll keep searching. Side finds update. I kept thinking the S mints would catch up to the W mints. And look at that. Giant S mint. That's the big S mint error. Nah, that's just a counter strike. Somebody was messing around, struck that with an S. We'll throw that back. And then found another one of the very small die chips, exactly like the one I already showed you. Won't show you that again, but look at this. This is a cool one. So this is the Crossing the Delaware. It's a 2021 quarter. I'm not sure if this can happen in the P and the D, but you can get a die chip up there in the corner of the hat up there. Look at that. That is, we've got a couple of small ones. That's our first like large one. That is a good one. There is, I've only seen pictures of it, but there's like where this is kind of like all filled in. They call it the crown, I think. But yeah, that's a cool one. We'll take that. Quite a few finds on the board. 3 W's, an S, 5 die chips. Wow. And that was just bag 1. We'll be back. Probably going to be another day 2 hunt, but we'll be back with the first find in bag 2. Okay, we are in the very first handful of bag 2. Look at that. Nothing out. I haven't even flipped anything aside. I saw an edge there. I don't know. It looks silver, but it looks too new. What? I mean, my only guess, we've seen this before where it's a newer edge and it ended up being a silver proof. This would be an insane start to bag 2 if that's what this is. Let's see what the heck this is. Oh, that sounded silver. What the heck? It's a freaking steak quarter. This is 2000 South Carolina. Oh, there is an S. That's an S mint. What the heck? It doesn't look very proof-like. Okay, that's definitely a San Francisco. I mean, you're seeing what I'm seeing, right? That doesn't... Well, there's a little bit of a shine in the back there. Is that just a really worn proof? And is that a silver proof? All right, we're gonna have to go to the research. I'm gonna get the red book out and do a little Google research here. Okay, here we go. Research time. Okay, so this is a, what did we say, 2000, it's South Carolina? 2000, South Carolina. So pull out the red book. I was a little shocked when I saw this. So 2000 S, South Carolina. So those quotation marks are proofs. So there's no business strikes here, guys. That's either a proof or a silver proof. They did make freaking silver proofs. So the next step, what's the difference in weight? How do we tell this isn't just plated? Okay, so 5.67 grams if it's not silver, 6.2 if it is silver. All right, we got our scale right here.
You should do a regular one just first.
That's what I was thinking. Here's a regular state quarter. Oh, did it shut off on me?
Probably.
Shut off on me. Okay. Let's zero this puppy out. We're zeros. There's 5.6, 5.7. It's going between the two. This is crazy, I think. That's a frickin' silver proof state quarter. Well, we needed, after bag one, we needed silver and we needed a proof to fill the board. And we just did it with one frickin' coin. Wow. That is as non-proof like as a proof can be. The example that I looked up, I mean, is very proof-like. So, I mean, it's just been circulated. It's been out there rolling around for a long time. Look at that. That is a freaking insane start. It's literally the first coin I've picked out. What a start. We got silver in the big sky. Oh, we're going to run out of time here real quick because it's getting dark already. But we are in day 2. It got to 70 degrees here in the big sky this late in the year. Crazy. Well, I literally haven't even touched another coin over here. Been doing research after that big find, and look at this on this side of the board. She's just been grinding away, hoping there was a dump in here, and that looks like we've got another silver quarter. Be older.
1952.
Okay, it is a little older. It kind of looked a little older.
A D.
52 Denver. It did look a little older from the edge. There we go. Holy moly. We are off to a freaking hot start here, guys. Same handful, and I'm kind of freaking out here. That looks silver again, and it looks newer again. I was just talking about if we got some sort of a crazy state quarter silver proof collection dump, how crazy would that be? Where'd it go? That one. Oh my gosh, that's a newer quarter. Oh, it's not, what? It's a P. It's a Philadelphia, Georgia. Wow. Georgia in 99, again, I had a silver proof. But that's not a proof, that's just going to be plated. Unless, what do you guys think? Anyone have any comments on that?
I mean, it's still a miscellaneous find, right?
Definitely a miscellaneous find, but it's got to be just it's got to be plated or something on that edge. Wow. I thought we were really going to be on a crazy bag here. Ha! On to the next one. Maybe a half of a box in or so. So after the fast start, slow down a little bit, but she's got another find.
I got an S. It's not a proof.
You can just make out that San Francisco mint there. Non-proof, not intended for circulation.
It's a 2018, what is it? Pictured Rocks?
Those look like something else. I can't quite make it out.
Whatever. It's a.
What is it?
It's a 2018.
Yeah, Pictured Rocks. All right.
Never seen that one before.
San Francisco mint. It must be new. I'm at the same handful, at the end of that handful, where she had just found that San Francisco mint over there. And look at that. Bag 2 is going to produce a W already in the first quarter of the bag. V75 Privy Mark. You know the drill. 2020. Come on. Tall Grass Prairie. We need it. It's a Salt River Bay. I don't want to sound disappointed. W's are freaking amazing finds. We'll take it. 4th freaking W of the hunt. I said freaking too much in this video. Let's go. Well, this is just crazy. This branch that we got this from, I keep saying it's just like our more of the S and W branch. We've never had a multiple silver coin bag from this branch. Look at this. This is my very next handful. That's all the coins we're through, so we're not even through half of the bag. And that looks like silver number 3.
Oh, no.
What are you going to say, babe?
Oh, nothing.
And it is 1964. I'm expecting a Denver mint mark on the back. I actually am not seeing one. Huh. I would say 99% of our 64s are Denver mint marks, but Looks like we've actually got a filly. Holy cow. 3 silver now on the board. Holy, zoom. Look at that. There's the 3 silver. We've got 4 W's, 2 S's. Insane. We are still in the first half of this bag. Find number 6, I believe.
Got another S.
Is that another, looks non-proofy, right?
It doesn't look proof, yeah. The head's too shiny.
Another non-proof?
2012 Choco Culture.
Sweet. Yeah. Nice. That was one of the, I'd have to look again, but that's one of the earlier years, I think, where these business or not intended for circulation S mints started. But sweet, the S's are catching up to the W's. Well, I was just talking about how it was slowing down. Set out my next handful. Look at that. I saw it before I even picked it up. San Francisco Mint. Clearly looks like a not intended for circulation. Looks like a really nice one, though. Maybe a newer one. I hope it is. Let's see what it is. Not really. 2016. Cumberland Gap. I have said that name before. I know we have this one in the collection, but hey, love to see it. These not intended for circulation San Francisco's are typically a $5 quarter, and it's in great shape. Just a couple of coins later in that same handful, and the S's have caught and passed the W's. I was hoping the W's would hold on. Look at that. Another not intended for circulation San Francisco Mint. What do we got? 2017 Ellis Island. Dang. What is that for bag 2? I think we had only 1 S, so that's 4 not intended for circulation, 1 W, 2 silver, and a silver proof, all in bag 2. Wow. Same handful. Look at that. Another one. That's going to be not intended for circulation San Francisco Mint number 5 of bag 2, 6 of the hunt. Definitely not a proof, I would say. What do we got on this one? A 2015. Oh, that's a tough one. Is it Kasechi? I'm not sure if we have that one or not. Cool. Dang. We are just adding those suckers to the board. Let's go. What a hunt that was. Anytime you get to double-digit finds, that's a great, I mean, you're talking 4 boxes. When we were doing boxes before getting these bags, we were not finding 1 find per box. So that'd be like 4 in a hunt like this. 13, 6 S's, 4 W's, 2 silver, and a silver proof. That's 13 of our trackable finds on the board. Just insane. Let's start with a little side finds. Those were all the die chips. Actually, all 5 were in bag 1. If you missed it, if you fast forwarded to the end, there's a couple really good ones. There's a really good die chip on this, really good die chip on this. Go check it out. We had the 6 not intended for circulation San Francisco mints. Yeah, all the way back from 2012. 13? Jeepers. 15. 2012, 2015, 2016. Another 2016, 17, 18. There was 5 different versions of these quarters every year, just like they're still doing them today. So you've got 5 different ones you can find. So we're trying to collect them all. We'll plug them in. And then 4 W's. Man, those are awesome. 1 from 2019. And then 3 in 2020, including 2 of our most common one at Salt River Bay. A couple of these had some gunk on them. But, yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then 2 silver, 1 just not... 1, then as normal, you barely make it, right? 1964. And earlier was a 90% silver. That's a Philly, too. We don't have very many of the Philly versions. And a 1952. 90% silver quarter. With the way silver prices are right now, those have to be $8, I would think. And then a silver proof. Not very proof-like, But that is a confirmed silver proof. If you wanted to see also if you fast forwarded to the end, go check out the details on that. We showed how we figured out what it was, did some research, but a 90% silver proof. I just looked at comparable sales on eBay, found one that had just recently sold for $10. So just like typically proofs aren't worth much more than a regular quarter. So there you go, worth about $2 more than a regular silver quarter is worth. Awesome hunt. We were flying the W in the first bag big time. Caught up and passed it with a bunch of S mint or not intended for circulation quarters. And then found a trio of silver, including a silver proof. What a hunt. Before we cut away, there's our new update. So we went from 28 to 30 bags. We are now at 42 W's in those 30 bags. We're at 20 of the regular silver in the 30 bags. And 55 of those, almost 2 per now, of the San Francisco mints in the 30 bags. And I added it at the bottom there, a silver proof. What a find. That's our first silver proof quarter on the year. I think we have a silver proof dime and a silver proof $half on the year. But first in the quarter version. Awesome. We really appreciate everyone that was here, that watches this video. And we look forward to seeing you on the next hunt.